Good afternoon, dear students. Welcome to Advait Axom. Ajir English class tut ami one word substitution or upor poribo ulaisu. My name is Nitisha and I am your English educator. So before I begin today's session, I would like to know from you students যে one word substitution etu bohote confusing pai, right? Bohote etu topic to confusing pai ba olop tano pabo pare, right? But let me make it very clear, if you understand it well and if you study it properly, it's a very easy subject, okay? It's a very easy topic and a topic too, it is recurring. Alright, porikhat praye competitive exams bilakot English section to tumaloke a particular topic to report questions pabai. Alright, so hekarne kono bhoy khabo nalage. It's an easy topic. Once you get to know about it, bhalke jodi tumaloke porha, bhalke jodi tumaloke buji poa, tetia hole it's a easy topic, okay? So without any further ado, let's start with today's topic. So moi je kolu one word substitution nor basic tumar meaning to ki hoy je eta lengthy the dighol phrase ok tumi eta word ot bujaisa. All right, eta word ot tumi prakash korisa, thik ase? So yate so etu likha ase substituting a lengthy phrase with a single precise word, okay? That is the meaning of your one word substitute. For example, etia jodi moi tumalokok ko someone who has a positive outlook in life, thik ase? Someone who is someone who has a positive outlook in life. A particular sentence to jeta moi koisu, it's a very what, it's a long phrase, right? Someone who is positive, someone who has a positive outlook in life. Eta jodi moi a particular phrase to ke jodi one word ot moi jodi tumalokok bujabole jodi one word ot moi hetu express koribo lage, right? Tetia hole ki hobo? Positive outlook in life, someone who has a positive outlook in life ok ki boli kobo? Optimistic, right? Someone who is optimistic, right? Optimistic ba someone who is optimist, right? So ami ki korilo, eta digholia phrase ok ami just one word ote bujaisu, okay? Aru yate soa moi tumalukor to for PYQs bilak analyze kori agor porikha borot tumar kunbor questions frequently ahi thake. All right, one word substitutions or tumar bahut sections ase, but ek eta these particular topics, they are frequently asked. All right, so ki hoy swa root words derived from common Greek or Latin words. Ita a side tar pisot crazy, phobia ebo words dekhai poa, right? Side eta ki hobo? Suppose tumar homicide, right? Homicide ki hoy? Homicide mane ki? Homicide is killing of a person. All right, that is known as homicide. Eta crazy ki hobo? Democracy, right? Democracy. Eketa root words koise yate side ot etu homicide, crazy etu. Tar pisot phobia, suppose moi likhisu hydrophobia, thik ase? So yate ki ase? A last ot phobia to ahi ase. All right, so eketa root words, okay? Or usually hihotor tumar meaning to Greek ba Latin roots hoy, okay? Then we have people and personality, words describing human behavior, habits, mindsets. Ei je moi tumalokok explain korilu etu positive outlook in life, optimistic, right? Eta jodi moi cause someone who has a negative outlook in life, hetu ki hobo? Answer, that will be what? Pessimistic, okay? So ebor ki hoy? A personality and people are under pore etu category, okay? Then we have studies and sciences. So eta eswa logy, graphy ebor jeta tumar aro do you know what these are called? These are suffix ki hoy? What is suffix? These group of letters that are added at the back of a word, okay? Eta moi tumak potokke bujai diu. Ei je moi kolu biology, right? Biology. এই যে লজি to hoy, etu ki hoy? This is this is suffix. All right, aru suffix ki hoise? Suffix are the what? They are the group of letters that are added at the back. A bior piece phale ami jun keta a group of letters add korisu, that is known as suffix. Okay, so itia tumar a science studies or upor praye ahe. All right, you know, the study of human mind buli jodi die tumar, you know, one word substitution or question ahise, the study of human mind, tita ki hobo hetu? Psychology hobo. All right, so tenekwa. Then we have places and collections. Places and collections, ita tumalokor pray ahie thake. A group of animals ahe, right? Group of animals ahe, objects ahe, names of venues, storage spots. All right, ita tumar jodi moi kau group of fish. Ita group of fish to tumar ki hobo? Group of fish to ki buli koba? A school of fish buli koy. Thik ase, a school of fish. All right, so tumar a places ba collections or tenekwa questions bur pray ahi thake. Eketa tumar hoise frequently asked, you know, frequently asked topics, and ekhini I hope you understood. I hope tumaloke buji paisa. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So I have brought certain tumar one word substitutes. Thik ase, kun keta topics opa eta soa, etu hoise systems of government, praye ahi thake. Thik ase, praye frequently asked topics or uporte pore. The bureaucracy. What is bureaucracy? It is government run by state officials rather than elected representatives. Thik ase, ita tumar is a elected representatives to koise. Ita if I tell you, if I ask you, you know, the government that is run by elected representatives, tita ki hobo answer to? What will be the answer? Itu to tumar hoise government run by state officials, right? But when I ask you that government run by elected representatives, tita answer to ki hobo? Democracy, right? Democracy. Okay, next we have plutocracy. What is plutocracy? A government ruled entirely by the wealthy class. All right, the wealthy class. Next we have oligarchy. Oligarchy ki hoise? A small elite group of people holding control of a country. Okay, you can say it is a part of plutocracy. Plutocracy under ote pole, you know, tomar oligarchy to plutocracy under ote pore. And then we have anarchy. A particular question to pray ahi thake. Thik ase, what is anarchy? It is a state of total disorder due to complete absence of authority. So when there is no authority, okay, jitia authority na thake, titia tumar that is called what? Anarchy. Okay, that condition is called anarchy. Next we have human behavior and beliefs. Okay, so human behavior and beliefs or tumar eta etu question to ahiye thake tumar altruist. Who is an altruist? An altruist is someone who unselfishly, you know, a person who is unselfishly concerned for the welfare of others. Okay, so someone who does what? Someone who do not have any what? Ulterior motive. Altruist. Okay, altruist is someone who does not have any ulterior motive, who does things selflessly, okay, for the welfare of people. All right, then we have misanthrope. Now who is a misanthrope? Misanthrope is a person who dislikes mankind. Thik ase, dislikes mankind. Next amar ase ascetic. Tumar ascetic ki hoy? Someone who practices what? Severe self discipline and abstains from all forms of indulgence. Okay, ascetic or tumar amar ohomiyat brahmachari buli koy. Thik ase, someone who what? Who does not indulge in any form of what? Pleasures. Okay, so that is known as ascetic. Okay, and then we have infallible. Infallible ki hoy? Someone who is, you know, incapable of making mistakes or being wrong. So infallible is someone who does not make any mistakes. All right, so eketa ami systems of government or pora porilu these words, right? And then we have human behaviors or pora aru I have, you know, different questions, PYQs ase, MCQs ase, hebur kori thakilo we'll have a better understanding. All right, next let's move on to the other topics. So words describing states of being মানে কি তোমাৰ এটা এটো word প্ৰায়ে আহি থাকে questions to dekhiba tumaloke PYQ. All right, ephemeral is something that is very short. All right, something that lasts for a very short or fleeting time. Okay, so something that is what ite ephemeral or tumar aru ki words hobo pare, temporary hobo pare, temporary, transient hobo pare, transient. All right, so ek eta words ahileo tumar meaning to eke. ঠিক আছে, ephemeral, temporary, transient or tumar ek eta words jodi ahe, the meaning is same, something that does not last, you know, something that lasts for a fleeting time, ekdom kom samoyar karone last kore. ঠিক আছে, next we have omnipresent word to ami usually god or logote relate koru. ঠিক আছে, entity that is present everywhere at the same time. ঠিক আছে, omnipresent, usually godok tumar bujabole omnipresent word to use kora jay. Next we have perennial. What is perennial? Something that lasts or remain active for infinite or recurring time. So tumar eta perennial or aru ki words hobo pare, permanent hobo pare. ঠিক আছে, permanent. All right, perennial, permanent, ebor words are similar tumar meaning. ঠিক আছে, something that lasts for a long time. Okay, obsolete is a very common word that ahie thake porikha borot. Obsolete mane ki hoise? What do you mean by obsolete? When I say, you know, this phone is obsolete, what does that mean? Obsolete mane hoise something that is no longer in use, something that is outdated. Okay, so tumar obsolete ki hoise? No longer produced or used, completely out of date. Okay, next phobia eto tumar very common topic. And then we have manias, mane obsessions. All right, so phobia, acrophobia ki hoy? It's the phobia of height. All right, and then we have claustrophobia ki hoise? Fear of confined spaces. Okay, fear of confined spaces is claustrophobia. Acrophobia tumar ki hoise? Fear of heights. Then we have xenophobia ki hoise? The fear or hatred of foreigners or strangers. All right, the fear or hatred for what? Foreigners or strangers. Okay, hetu hoise xenophobia. Now let's move on to mania. Mania mane ki asile? Obsession. Okay, phobia mane ki? Fear. Aru mania ki hoise? Obsessed. All right, so bibliomania mane ki hobo? An obsessive passion for collecting books. And then we have kleptomania ki hoise? A recurrent irresistible urge to steal items. A kleptomaniac bully word to pray ahe. ঠিক আছে, তো meaning to ki hoise? Someone who what? Who has this obsession to steal. Okay, so eto tumar frequently asked, frequently ahi thaka ebur topics hoy, ebur words hoy. Moi ebar quickly tumalokor logor revision kori disu. ঠিক আছে, jate tumaloke words bur dekhi bhoy nokhwa. All right, eta bhalke revision ho jabo before we go through the questions. All right, so I hope tumaloke buji pai asa. Okay, kiba confusion, kiba doubts thakile, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, next, words related to killings and murder. A side, a is a this particular, eto pray ahie thake. Moi tumalokok first jeta bujai asilo one word substitution, tita ma example disilu, right? Homicide bulio disilu, homicide eto, right? It's killing of one human being by another. Regicide to hoise the killing of a king, queen hobo pare ha yate. Ketaba jodi questionot killing of a king ba queen ahe, tite hole ki hobo? Regicide. Okay, then we have patricide and matricide. Patricide word to logot tumar ki hobo? Father. Okay, aru matricide hole ki hobo? Mother. Okay, next we have fratricide and sororicide. Ita fratricide hole tumar brother bujai. ঠিক আছে, fratricide to brother bujai, and then sororicide to sister bujai. Okay, and we have infanticide to ki hoy? Practice of killing an infant or newborn is called infanticide. And homicide to ma already koise, homicide is the killing of one human being by another. Okay, so aru eta tumar the killing oneself to ki hoy? Killing oneself is known as suicide. right? So is a words related to killings or murder yar pora pray tumalukor questions ahie thake competitive exams biro thik ase. So we'll go through it. Okay, aji etu class 2 moi part 1 of one word substitutions. Okay, jate besi digholia hoy na jay aru jate you know everything নহলে বহুত একেলগে words bilak পঢ়ি ললে কি হ'ব scrambled up হৈ যাব, right? So we are taking it very slow so that you understand. Okay, so that it's easier for you, jate confusing nohoy, jate tan nupwa. All right, so next juntu class hobo tumar next class to moi I'll bring out certain words. Okay, tumar I'll bring out lists of words with their you know one word substitutes. Okay, so ekhini I hope tumaloge buji pala. It was a quick what? It was a quick revision of these words. Okay, next now let's move on to questions. Okay, ita ebu questions bilak practice kori thakile he tumalokor ki hobo, tumalokor easier hobo, right? Easier hobo to solve the questions aru tite words bilak dekha pale practice kori thakile you will be confident, right? When you see the question quickly tumaloke answer koribo pariba. Okay, so let's move on with the questions. First question to saba, a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God. Ki hobo answer? Ki hobo pare? A person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God. Answer to ki hobo pare? Answer to hobo atheist. Okay, atheist. Option number B. Tumaluke junbure live sai asa, please tumaluke comment on answer bu kori goi thaka. Thik ase? So etu question to dekhila, what is theist? What does theist mean? Yar opposite to hobo, right? Atheist or opposite ki hobo? A person who believes in God, theist buli koy. Thik ase? Agnostic ki hoy? Agnostic. What is agnostic? Agnostic hoise eta saba ha. Theist hoise someone who believes in God. Aru tumar atheist hoise someone who disbelieves in God. ঠিক আছে, agnostic to hoise je God or existence to, ঠিক আছে, someone who is unsure, you know, someone who does not know, someone who does not what believe je God or je existence to ase hetu ase ne nai, unknown hoy, ঠিক আছে, it's unknowable, the existence of God is unknowable. Okay, hetuk agnostic buli koy. Aru ascetic to ami পঢ়িছিলুৱে অলপ আগতে, right? Ascetic কি হৈছে? Someone who does not indulge in worldly pleasures. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A government run by state officials rather than elected representatives. Hetu ki hobo? State official koar loge loge answer to ki hoi jabo? Bureaucracy, right? Bureaucracy hoi jabo. Okay, what is autocracy? Autocracy ki hoy? Autocracy ki hoy? What is autocracy? Autocracy to hoise when the power lies in one person. ঠিক আছে, one single person tate jeta power lies. All right, that is called autocracy. Now what is the extreme or irrational fear of confined or small spaces? Ki hobo pare? Ki hobo pare? Ami olop agote we have discussed, right? Ki hobo pare? An extreme or irrational fear of confined or small spaces. Ki hobo pare? Claustrophobia. Okay, the answer is claustrophobia. Acrophobia ki asile? Acrophobia to hoise phobia of heights, right? Xenophobia ki hoise the fear of strangers, right? Fear or hatred for what? Strangers, right? And then hydrophobia ki hoy? Fear of water. All right, next we have one who looks at the dark or negative side of things. Ki hobo pare answer to? Ki hobo pare? One who looks at the dark or negative side of things. Ki hobo pare? Negative koise, so ki hobo? Pessimist, right? Jodi ate positive kole hoy ki holo answer to tumar? Jodi positive likha thakile hoy jeta optimist hol hoy, right? Do you know what fatalist is? Fatalist jana ne ki hoy? Fatalist hoise someone who believes everything that happens is written, destiny, fate. ঠিক আছে, জুনে একদম সব কথাতে তোমাৰ এই যে ইজ ৰিটেন মানে ফেটত আছে, তোমাৰ ডেষ্টিনিত আছে, সো হ'ব, হেতুকে ফেটালিষ্ট বুলি কয়। ঠিক আছে, সামওয়ান হু believer of কি হ'ব fate এই fate word to যে এই fate word to destiny ভাগ্য ভাগ্যত যি আছে হেয়াই হ'ব বহুত মানুহ হেনেকে বিশ্বাস কৰে না ভাগ্যত যি লিখা আছে হেয়াই হ'ব হে তেনুকা মানুহ কি বুলি কয় fatalist বুলি কয় ঠিক আছে and then see the killing of a king অলপ আগতে আমি পাইছো killing of a king কি হ'ব পাৰে answer to killing of a king regicide okay a speech delivered without any prior preparation ঠিক আছে a speech delivered without any prior preparation কি হ'ব পাৰে answer to কি হ'ব পাৰে quickly কৈ যোৱা কি হ'ব পাৰে a speech delivered without any prior preparation কি বুলি কয় এটো আনসারটো দিয়াৰ আগতে মই তোমালোকক কও তোমালোকৰ স্কুলত বা কলেজত এই যে কম্পিটিশনস বো হয় ডিবেট কম্পিটিশনস হয় আৰু কি কম্পিটিশনস হয় এক্সটেম্পৰ স্পিচ বুলি এটা কম্পিটিশন হয় ঠিক আছে ডু ইউ নো what extempore speech is extempore to hoise ei je koise speech delivered without any prior preparation ituk extempore buli koy mane tumi ko prepare kora nai there are topics and then randomly tumi kiba ta topic eta pick kora and then hetur uporot without any prior preparation tumaloke ki kiba ta speech kobo lagibo you have to talk about it all right that is known as extempore okay etu answer to ki hobo extempore now what is soliloquy ki hoy jana na soliloquy oratory maiden so soliloquy tumar hoise stageot okay stageot jeta usually theater jeta hoy thake theater if you have seen theater keteba ki hoy actor jone nijor monor bhabbur loudly prakash kore thik ase he expresses his what inner feelings okay aloud he says them out aloud usually about plays বা theaterot hoy ঠিক আছে so hetu এই যে তোমার নিজর যে inner feelings belak he said it out loud hetuke ki koy hehinike soliloquy buli koy aru oratory hoise someone who has good speaking skills okay someone who has good speaking skills or good public speaking skills okay maiden hoise maiden tumar juntu first speech juntu die hetu maiden buli koy all right let's move on to the next question one who is excessively fond or submissively devoted to his wife ki hobo pare answer to kwa muk someone who is excessively fond or submissively devoted to his wife answer to ki hobo pare answer to is it henpecked or is it uxorious is it phylogynist or celibate ki hobo answer to one who is excessively fond or submissively devoted to his wife etur answer hoise uxorious thik ase uxorious or tumar meaning hoise someone who is excessively fond or submissively devoted to his wife okay ekdom submissively devoted to his wife ইতিয়া সাবা এই যে henpecked word to আছে আৰু এই word টোৰ মাজত তোমালোকৰ কনফিউজন এটা হ'ব পাৰে ঠিক আছে কনফিউজন হ'ব পাৰে কিন্তু মনত ৰাখিবা এই যে henpecked word to আছে henpecked to তোমাৰ dominated by wife হয় হা dominated by wife ঠিক আছে dominated one second yeah henpecked to hole ki hoy meaning to dominated by wife ঠিক আছে ইতিয়া এই তোমার henpecked আৰু uxorious or মাজত difference to কি হৈছে uxorious তোমার submissively devoted word to থাকিলে uxorious hobo আৰু যদি ইয়াতে লিখা থাকে dominated by wife তেতিয়া হলে henpecked hobo okay all right and then we have this next word etu swa phylogynist boli eta word ase dekhisa phylogynist mane ki what does the word phylogynist mean phylogynist mane hoise someone who loves women ঠিক আছে someone who loves women এটা যদি তোমালোকৰ question to আহিছে one who loves women who is fond of or who is who loves women তেতিয়া হলে answer to কি হ'ব phylogynist আৰু celibate কি হৈছে celibate is someone who does not get married. Okay, celibate is someone who does not get married. A brahmachari, hey tumar ascetic, celibate, ebur words to describe that. Okay, let's move on to the next question. One who is beyond reform or correction is called. One who is beyond reform or correction is called. Ki hobo? Answer to beyond reform or correction hole answer hobo incorrigible, something that cannot be corrected. ঠিক আছে, তুমি যোনটো কি কৰিব নোৱাৰা, ঠিক কৰিব নোৱাৰা, কাৰেক্ট কৰিব নোৱাৰা, that is incorrigible. এটা বাকি কেটা কুইকলি আমি কৈ যাও. Incurable কি হয়? Incurable, something that does not have a cure, right? Incurable কি হ'ব? No cure, right? No cure. Invincible কি হৈছে? Invincible, something that cannot be destroyed. Okay, jodi ahe question to cannot be, something that cannot be destroyed, tite answer to ki hobo? Answer to ki hobo tite? Invincible, can't be destroyed. Okay, and insolvent. Insolvent mane ki? What does the word insolvent mean? Insolvent mane ki? Question comment section of jonwa. Insolvent ki hobo pare? Insolvent কি? Insolvent হৈছে তোমাৰ debt, জানানে? What is debt? ধাৰত পুট খাই থাকা, ঠিক আছে, ধাৰত পুট খাই থাকা, you cannot recover from it. Okay, ঠিক আছে, insolvent হৈছে when someone cannot recover. Okay, someone cannot recover from debt. All right, so next হৈছে a person who enters a building or property without any invitation or permission. Ki hobo pare? A person who enters a building without permission. Ei je tumaloko options bur dekhisa, similar meaning hoy, heikane ketaba confusion hoi jabo pare. Thik ase, similar meaning hoy, tumar heikane bhalke sai pele mok answer kora. A person who enters a building or property without any invitation or permission. Ki hobo? কি হ'ব? Without any তোমাৰ invitation or permission. Answer to হ'ব intruder. ঠিক আছে, answer to হ'ব intruder. এটা burglar. Burglar to তোমাৰ without invitation ঘৰত সোমাব, right? The burglar কি হয়? Burglar তোমাৰ what? Thief. Okay, someone who steals. মই যে কৈছিলো similar তোমাৰ meaning. ইহত সবে তোমাৰ এটা এ intruder also without invitation, trespasser. এটা যদি এটা trespasser বুলিও থাকে তেতিয়া তোমাৰ trespass কি হয়? What is trespass? Trespass. What is trespass? এই trespass word to এটোই বুজায়, ঠিক আছে? Permission or without invitation or permission enter কৰাটো trespass. Okay? এতিয়া intruder o eto similar meaning e hoy. Okay, but a particular question to tumar jodi trespasser thake tita hole trespassote tumaloke click koriba, thik ase. A person who enters a building or property without invitation or permission, trespass. Ita intruder o tumar mone mone humai, thik ase. So hetu tumar someone who enters a property what? Someone who enters a property without permission e hoy intruder, but hetu in secret, thik ase, ekdom mone mone humai, without, you know, in secret someone who enters, thik ase. Aru a trespass to etu without permission to usually trespasser e hobo. Poacher ki hoy? Poacher, abi poacher ebur huna paye thaku, porhiye thaku, right? Right, tumar poacher to ki termor logot tumar kar logot include heya hoy, kar logot tumar involve hoy word poacher to? Animals bur, right? Animals, rhinos ok tumar rhinos ok ki hoy? Poach kore ne nokore, right? Right, so tumar a poacher, you know, animals or logot etu word tumar included, thik ase. Next etu swa question, an animal that lives in flocks, herds or social group, etu ki answer hobo pare? Quickly let me know. Ki hobo pare? Ki hobo pare? An animal that lives in flocks, herds or social groups. Hey, the animal that lives in flocks, herds or social groups is known as gregarious. কি বুলি কয় gregarious. এই questionটো প্ৰায় আহি থাকে ঠিক আছে people are answering very good gregarious. এটা এই যে word দেখা পাইছা carnivore, herbivore, omnivore এইবোৰ কি habitsৰ ওপৰত হয় কিহৰ ওপৰত এটো এই words কেটা গুটে কেটা words they are associated with what one particular habit কি habit হয় এটো কোৱাচোন কোনে ক'ব পাৰিব কি habit হয় তোমাৰ eating habit right eating habits ৰ লগত associated হয় না নহয় ইতিয়া যদি মই কও তোমালোকক an animal who eats only what meat okay an animal who eats only meat তিতা হলে কি হ'ব আনসারটো কি হ'ব এটা carnivore হ'ব herbivore যে কি কৰে animals that feed on what plants okay animals that feed on what eto plants hobo right roba eto plants hobo and then carnivore ki hobo and meat hobo right meat eating right animals that feed on meat right carnivore hoy animals that feed on plants ki hoy herbivores omnivores ki hoy dutai khai right meat also meat and ki plants ঠিক আছে okay আমি অকল এটু কোয়েশ্চনৰ নহয় আমি বাকি যে ওয়ার্ডস বিলাক যে আছে তোমাৰ অপশনছত হেবোৰৰো আমি ওয়ান ওয়ার্ড সাবস্টিটিউট কৰি গৈ আছো না নাই ৰাইট সো তোমালোকৰ বহুত কেটা ওয়ার্ডস একেলগে তোমালোকৰ ৰিভিজন এটা হৈ আছে ৰাইট নেক্সট উই হ্যাভ সামথিং দ্যাট ইজ আনএবল টু বি হার্ড কৈছে হার্ড হলে ইমিডিয়েটলি কি হৈ যাব অডিবল এটো ইনঅডিবল সামথিং দ্যাট ইজ আনএবল টু মানে তুমি শুনা পোৱা নাই ৰাইট সো আমি শুনা নাপালে কি বুলি কও inaudible right invisible ki hoy invisible word to kihor logot associated vision or logot right vision hoy na noy vision mane eyes right something that you cannot see is what invisible right indelible ki hoise indelible something that you cannot what wash off remove koribo nora enake indelible ink thake marker pens bila ki hoy ebar likha gole tumi aru rub koribo nora thik ase so to ki hobo indelible all right aru inevitable mane something that is going to happen tumi rokhabo nwara inevitable is something that will happen like for example ami jeta ko death is inevitable death rokhabo pariba nwara right death is inevitable hetu hoboe right nobody can stop it all right so ekhini buji paisa অকল তোমাৰ এই কোৱেশ্চনস কেটাই নহয় মই বাকি জিবিলাক তোমাৰ ওয়ার্ডস আছে অপশনস বিলাকৰো তোমালোকৰ ওয়ান ওয়ার্ড সাবস্টিটিউট এটা ৰিভিজন এটা হৈ গৈছে ৰাইট বুজি পাইছা ইজ ইট ক্লিয়াৰ প্লিজ লেট মি নো ইন দি কমেন্টস বুজি পাইছা নে next quickly one who dies for a noble cause kun hobo is it a martyr is it a patriot a rebel or a traitor ki hobo one who dies for a noble cause is a martyr mane ki shohid right and then patriot ki hoy patriot tumare dekhbhakta you can say right patriot rebel ki hoy rebel mane ki bidrohi okay someone who what questions authority rebel ita jodi question to hai one who questions authority one who goes against authority titia answer to ki hobo rebel hobo thik ase okay aru traitor ki hoy traitor what is a traitor comment or jono amuk traitor ki hoy what is a traitor let me know in the comments all right a person who pretends to be what he is not now this question is important etu ahe thik ase a person who pretends to be what he is not ki hobo answer ki hobo a person who pretends to be what he is not mane ki koy eta kore eta right he pretends to be something that he is not tenukwa manhok ami ki buli ko hypocrite buli ko thik ase june koy eta aru kore eta all right and then we have mimic to jana mimicry right someone who copies a person's way of talking thik ase his actions mimic buli koy cynic ki hoy jana ne ei word to ahe cynic ki hoy jana ne cynic is someone cynical buli koy you know this girl is very cynical mane ki someone when I say that you know this particular girl is cynical mane someone who is তোমাৰ সব কথাতে নেগেটিভ ডাউট কৰে ওকে সব কথাতে ডাউট কৰে সব কথাতে তোমাৰ এটা নেগেটিভ আউটলুক এটা সব কথাতে ভাবে যে কিবা যদি কোনোবাই যদি তোমাৰ কাৰণে কিবা ভাল কৰিও আছে কিবা এটা আল্টিৰিয়ৰ মোটিভ আছে ডাউটফুল আৰু ওকে সিনিক বুলি কয় অপটিমিষ্টটো জানাই মই ফাৰ্স্ট এক্সাম্পলতে কৈছিলো অপটিমিষ্ট someone who has a positive outlook of life right government by wealthy class this কি হ'ব plutocracy government by wealthy class এতিয়া aristocracy bureaucracy to বলকে জানা এটা theocracy কি হয় what is theocracy theocracy হৈছে theocracy to a ruler to it's ruled by god okay ruled by god okay etuk theocracy বুলি কয় এতিয়া আমাৰ worldত Iran is a modern theocracy okay তোমাৰ Iran হৈছে modern theocracy because ইহতৰ তোমাৰ there are people religious leaders and then they are guided by god বুলি কয় ঠিক আছে so a life history of a person written by himself কি হ'ব written by himself what is it written by himself hole autobiography hobo jodi likhe jodi koi a life history of a person written by someone else hole ki hobo biography okay that is the difference nije likhisa tita hole autobiography aru belege jodi likhise tita ki hobo biography okay bibliography to hoise tumalokor eta ki koi it's a list of books or authors me reference jor para loisa it is suppose I have written a book so I have written a book and then I have referred to other books other articles so bibliography ma gg articles ba gg books or para reference loiso hey list jota likhim moi hetuk bibliography boli koy and then we have memoir what is memoir bohote autobiography aru memoir or mazot confusion pabo pare ঠিক আছে এটা autobiography hoise tumar A to Z মানে from birth to tumar almost tumar later stage of life or loke jikhini hoise sob likhisa from birth ঠিক আছে আৰু memoir hoise kunuba ta specific time of your life or uporothe likhisa okay that is the basic difference between what autobiography and memoir a specific time of your life or para tumi kiba ta true incident likhisa story eta likhisa আৰু autobiography ki hoise tumi A to Z আৰু তোমাৰ বাৰ্থৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি পেলে গুটেখিনি বুজাইছা okay next one who loves and collects books কি হ'ব one who loves and collects books কি হ'ব পাৰে bibliophile এটো আনসাৰ হৈছে bibliophile ঠিক আছে what is polyglot কি হয় polyglot হৈছে someone who speaks many languages ঠিক আছে polyglot hoise june bahut keta bhashat kotha kobo pare polyglot ahi thake question philanthropist kun hoise who is philanthropist what does it mean philanthropist is someone who does what who does charity work for the welfare of people ঠিক আছে misogynist hoise who is misogynist hoise someone who hates women ঠিক আছে এটো আহি থাকে misogynist is someone who hates women okay বুজি পাইছা let's move on to the next question a place where birds are kept কি হ'ব a place where birds are kept answer to হ'ব aviary ঠিক আছে aviary aquarium ত কি থাকে fish right এটা sanctuary or zoo তাতে দুটাতে তোমাৰ কি animals থাকে but zoo কি হৈছে zoo is for entertainment purpose ঠিক আছে entertainment purpose হল আৰু তোমাৰ captive breeding or কাৰণে sanctuary is free ঠিক আছে free place okay for animal rehabilitation এতিয়া next word to soa the study of the origin and history of words is known as what কি হ'ব etur answer hoise etymology okay next to soa a person who can use both hands with equal ease ki hoy a person who can use both hands with equal ease okay etu hobo ambidextrous, all right, ambidextrous, okay. Ambivalent mane hoise tomar, you know, someone who is indecisive, okay, indecisive potokke decision lobo noare, okay. You have mixed feelings, okay. So tetia tenuka condition ki boli koy ambivalent boli koy. Amphibian ki hoy? What is amphibian? Amphibian hoise tomar lives in what? Both land and water, okay. Amphibian boli koy, ঠিক আছে উভচৰ প্ৰাণী বুলি যে কয় অসমীয়াত উভচৰ প্ৰাণী এক্সাম্পল কি হয় frogs, toads, all right, someone who lives both in land and water, okay, that lasts for a very short time, sorry, that lasts for a very short time. কি হয় answer to অলপ আগতে আমি পঢ়িছিলো ephemeral, right. Then a person who does not believe in the existence of God, etu ki hoy atheist, right. Someone who is indifferent to pleasure or pain, etu hoise stoic, ঠিক আছে stoic, this is common ahi thake. Someone who is indifferent to pleasure or pain mane ki stoic, when I say stoic, he is a stoic person. What does it mean? Mane, you know, he does not get very excited, birat tumar furtio nokore, he is not very excited jeta kiba bhal hoy aru kiba beya holeo he does not get what? Upset, all right, or let down, okay. He is indifferent to what? Pleasure or pain, okay. Quickly, this is the last slide for today's class. Ajir classor karone is the last slide. See, words written on a tombstone in memory of the deceased. Eto ahi thake common question hoy. Ki hobo pare answer to words written on a tombstone in memory of the deceased. Ki hobo pare answer is epitaph. ঠিক আছে epitaph. Ita eta bostu soa ei gute sarita words ote epi is common, right. Confusion hobo pare kuntu answer hobo, okay. Now let me explain it to you, all right, jate pisot jeta tumaloke question to dekha pa eku confusion na hoy, okay. So let's see, epitaph to already gom pala, words written on tombstone in memory of the deceased, all right. Ita epigram hoise it's a small poem, ঠিক আছে, it's a small poem written, you know, in an amusing way, ঠিক আছে. epigram to hetu. Epilogue ki hoise? What is epilogue? It's a kitab, you have a book, bookor akphale tubar first prologue boli thake, ঠিক আছে. prologue hoise tubar beginning of a bookot likha thake, ঠিক আছে. beginning of the book, of the story ba bookor agot likha thake jikhini kotha hetuk prologue koy. So ita epilogue ki hobo? Epilogue hoise end, ঠিক আছে. end of the story ji likha thake, ঠিক আছে. prologue hoise beginning, book ekhonar beginning or jikhini kotha likha thake hetuk prologue buli koy aru end to kisuman kotha likha thake hetuk ki buli koy? Epilogue buli koy, okay. Now we have epitaph. Epitaph ki hoise? Epitaph hoise, you know, words that are added at the end, okay. Nickname boli kobo para, nickname, ঠিক আছে. nickname added at the end, okay. Mane example dimo tuma bujai aso, Alexander the Great, ei je the great to likhisu hetu tumar ki hoy? Epitaph hoy, ঠিক আছে. epitaph kiyo hobo epitaph? Because it's a nickname, okay, added at the end of someone's name. Alexander the Great buja bole, okay. It's a what? It's a nickname which what? Showcases that person's what? Characteristics. Te he manujon kenekua asile hetu buja bole nickname kisuman use kora hoy manujonor namor pisot, ঠিক আছে. হেকানে Alexander the Great etu example to dekhile potokke tumalokor easy hobo buja je Alexander the Great, the great etu ki hoy? Epitaph. Etu ki bujai ase? That Alexander is what? He is great, okay. Understood? Next, a heavy continuous fall of rain. Ki hobo pare? that is what? It is a downpour. Okay, it's a downpour. All right. One who speaks many languages. Olop agote ami etu paisu moi koisilu ki hoy one who speaks many languages is polyglot. Polyglot bilingual mane ki duta language ot kotha patibo pare june. Monolingual mono te likha ase mono mane ki one. So one language ot kwa. Bi mane ki bi mane two. Linguist hoise someone who studies about language. Okay, next a collection of poems or literary pieces. Ki buli koy? Anthology buli koy. Anthology, collection of poems or literary pieces. ঠিক আছে? All right. So I hope আজিৰ ক্লাছটো তোমালোকে এনজয় কৰিলা. I hope তোমালোকে বুজি পালা. Okay, I hope it was not confusing or a tough session for you. I tried to make it as easy, as simple as possible for your better understanding. Okay, so etu moi tumaloko koisilu, this is part 1 of today's class. It's a long, you know, one word substitutions bahut ase, right? Aru moi ekeloge eta class ote I did not want to do it because it can be, you know, confusing, overload hoi jabo pare. So aji etu, it was part 1, and on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, ratipo aru more class ase, English class. So tate moi ako part 2 I'll bring up, all right, of one word substitution. So I hope you people attend that class. Okay, and I hope aji jikhini moi porhalu tumaloke buji pala. Thik ase, I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, until then, thank you, take care, bye bye.